Mother's Day is a great reminder of the value that God places on family, and especially the influence that mothers can have on us and our faith. This Mother's Day is going to look a little bit different for most of us because we're not going to be able to meet as a whole family and celebrate our mother's influence on us in the one location. It's going to be different for us as church. We're not going to be able to honour our mothers like we would normally do. So I thought I'd instead interview a few of our ladies about their mums, and maybe that might spark some ideas and thoughts for the rest of us. So a little earlier in the week, we met via Zoom. We had a bit of trouble with the sound, but hopefully it will work out okay. And I thought I might start with you, Liz. What was something that your mum taught you that has shaped who you are?
Yeah, so my mother taught me, I think, really strong values of being generous, being gracious, and being compassionate. And I think that's very much shaped who I am as an adult and been an important part of who I am.
How did your mum teach and model for you the Christian faith?
So reflecting on this the last few days, and I think the attributes that keep coming to mind are the fruits of the Spirit. I see so much love and patience and goodness and kindness, patience and faithfulness that, I think it's really just the fruits of the Spirit that I see in my mother, and I think they're the things that she's modelled for me to be a mother with those attributes. I must say I'm not a model of all those things, but I aspire to show those fruits of the Spirit in the same way she does. Yeah, working on it, a work in progress.
Good. What are you going to do this Sunday to celebrate your mum and Mother's Day?
Yeah, we will be Skyping Nana, as she's referred to in our family. That's a fairly standard thing that we do most weeks, but obviously more special this particular Sunday to Skype her and let her know how much we appreciate her and all that she's done for us over the years. I think for my mother-in-law, we're probably likely to be doing a surprise lunch and present drop-off. Whether or not we'll actually get to physically spend time with her, I'm not sure about. But we thought we could probably do a surprise visit down her way and drop off a present and maybe some lunch for them, even if we don't get to spend some time with her, to at least be able to say hi through the door and give her something as a gift.
We'll try and keep that as a secret.
Yeah, so if we could not, maybe, I don't know. I'll forward her the email after church, after we've done that, because I have been forwarding these church sermons on to her to listen to. So, we'll keep that a secret until afterwards.
All right, that's a secret for everyone. Yeah. Rosemarie, what's something that's your mum taught you that shaped who you are?
My mum was a Christian, but she was a just get on with it and do what needs to be done. So she led by example. She was the one who set our boundaries in our family, and Dad just enforced what Mum said. And there were good memories. If we needed anything, Mum would knit us jumpers, make us clothes. But she was also very strong. And one lesson I remember was, because I always laugh when you talk about your son's piano lessons, and I used to love piano lessons, and my mum used to say, you got to practice or you won't have lessons. And of course I didn't practice as much as I should have. So one mum sent me off to my piano lesson, and the teacher said to me, goodbye, good luck. And I said, why? And she said, well, hasn't your mother told you? And I went, what? And she goes, you're not having any more lessons. And I remember going home, big argument. I cried and I yelled, and I still remember it. And then I had to do a real promise, and my mum had taught me, if you get on with something, you've got to do it, and you've got to do it properly. And I think that shaped me how I am today. I don't need to do all the fussing, just get on and do it. basically. Yeah.
Right. So how did your mum teach and model for you the Christian faith?
Mum was involved a lot with helping and encouraging. She was never a Sunday school teacher, never interested her at all. She was a sit in the background type person, but she was always part of the team that back in the 60s and 70s, always huge Sunday schools. And there was a huge team then that had to help every Sunday with pencils, books, papers, craft. And my mum, I still remember her sharpening the old-fashioned way of pencils. And the other thing was Bible study. Dad was only a fairly new Christian, and so she encouraged him to talk to others in the church, and they actually started an adult Sunday school, of which my dad belonged to. And then at home we would also do Bible. Dad always led the Bible study. Mum believed that the man was the father was the head of the family, and when it came to Christian family, and yeah, Bible study was very important, and that's something we've done with all 4 children here. Not that we do it now, but yeah, that was a big model for us. Yeah.
Now, your mum's no longer with us. What are you going to do this Sunday to celebrate your mum or Mother's Day?
We will do church. Doug will go outside. We do have chrysanthemum flowers, and Doug will pick flowers and put it on our table. He will cook me a nice meal. If I'm lucky, I will get phone calls or Skype or sorry, I don't know what you call it on your mobile phone with the videos, so we can see the babies and all the kids, and that'll be it. It'll be lovely. Doug and I play a game like Do You Remember When? So we remember our mothers always. But we don't remember them just on Mother's Day. We remember them on other days too.
Yeah, because for many of us, or many people, won't have Mother's Day, mothers are around. So it's important for us to remember and be thankful and at this time as well, even though we might be sad as well.
I'm not necessarily sad. My mum was a Christian, so I'm happy she and Dad are with the Lord. Yeah.
Yep. So, Jenny, your turn. What was something about that your mum taught you that shaped who you are?
My mum taught us to care for one another, be kind and be helpful to others, and treat them as you would want to be treated yourself. She had a favourite verse, Luke 6 verse 31, do to others as you would have them do to you. So she was very always treating people how you would like to be treated yourself, and be thankful if you were treated like that. And Mum was also a homemaker and a proficient sewer. She used to sew a lot of our clothes. She taught me how to cook and sew and crochet and knit. And she encouraged us to study hard and also to practice the piano and not to give up, to keep on going, which I've done in my piano.
Well, she obviously didn't stop the piano lessons for you.
No, she didn't stop the lessons. But often I'd come home crying from my lessons because it was close to exam time and I hadn't practiced enough. But no, I didn't give up. I just kept on going, and so now she was encouraged us that way to to do all those things and not give up, keep on going and study hard. And she was very loving and just caring. Yeah.
So a great model of the Christian faith, something that she taught and modelled for you?
Yeah, she was a good example of the Christian example, showing loving kindness, caring, helping, being a great mum. She was always there for us, took us to church, Sunday school every week, also youth group. So that was a great thing that I had regular church and Sunday school attendance, to helping us to grow in learning about God. she encouraged us to pray before bed. So it was one thing I used to kneel beside the bed and pray before going to bed. So, yeah, she was just good in showing us her Christian values and being a godly example.
So what are you going to be able to do on Sunday to celebrate Mother's Day?
Well, Mum's in the nursing home and they're in lockdown at the moment. So I've been just calling her most days. So I'll just give her a phone call, and then I have a gift for her. So I'll just take it to the nursing home, and hopefully they'll be able to give it to her. So she loves talking to people on the phone. It's her main communication at the moment. So she's not really into the FaceTime thing. Plus, if we can have an allocated appointment, but we've got to make an appointment in only a 10-minute time slot. But she's just happy enough to talk on the phone. So yeah, that's what we'll do.
Right. So each one of us are going to have a different experience on Mother's Day. Some of us will have had warm memories, which we need to be thankful for. Others will have memories we want to forget in some ways about experiences, and we need to be able to take that to God and ask for His help and strength. But let's celebrate it together as part of the family of God, because in church there's lots of mothers that we have, don't we? And there's lots of daughters and sons. Being part of a Christian family means that we're part of a wonderful spiritual family. And so thank you very much for your contribution, and hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope everyone else has a wonderful Mother's Day too today on Sunday. Rightio. Bye.
Bye.